Yes, Scotty. Scotty was the keyboard player in the first half of the group. He had a problem. He always wanted to play all the bass line and stuff. So the thing was, it's almost like, why am I there if you're gonna play all the bass line? You know, so we never had words, but it was always now between me and him. It might have been a little, you know, but not necessarily nothing drastic.
Scotty always had a situation. No, not really. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Now, if Scotty was here, he would have a lie to tell. We know, Daryl and I know that that brother would just not show up because he'd be caught up with some other stuff, should I say. You know, there was a time when we started our CD. You remember we decided to do a CD? We all put our monies and stuff in, and at the time you and I went over to Scotty's house. Peeked through his window, he had a lady friend in there, but he didn't call us and tell us.
Just 'cause I have one, two, maybe two drinks sometime, I'm an alcoholic now.
He did not call us and tell us like, hey man, I won't be able to make it. You know what I mean? Ah man, we was on fire.
I think one reason people were mad at Scotty is because he sometimes he wouldn't show up to different shows or different events. I don't think that the other older members realized was that, you know, we was doing this for the love of the Lord. You know what I mean? We wasn't really getting paid for this. You know what I mean? We get a love offering, or they would cook us some chicken or something with some iced tea or something. You know what I mean? But, you know, cats had to have that gas money to show up to these events. You couldn't be working no overtime. You had to go to the rehearsals, man. I mean, we would have so many rehearsals, rehearsing the same songs. And so, you know, Scotty, you know, he would miss out, you know.
I think and at that time, like you said, it was really at our approaching our peak time. Mm-hmm. And I think what it was, Scotty, and he's my cousin also, and he was our keyboard player. I think what it was, I don't think he knew how big this was growing to be. I don't think he expected or anticipated
I think he got scared.
You know, it would ever be as big as it was. And I think that was part of it. You know, he was like, wow, y'all, we really doing this? We really doing that? So, I mean, one time I didn't make the interview, but Scotty and I think a couple other guys made the interview on the radio, and he was talking about finally people recognize me for what I'm doing now. And, you know, and I think he was overwhelmed at first with a lot of things, and I think his lifestyle eventually changed into where we were going. But, you know, you got to understand everybody's from a different walk and different background, so it just took a sacrifice on everybody.
You know, one good thing about the Anointed Sons is that we made a vow that your feelings really didn't count because it was a ministry. And the ministry aspect of it was that it wasn't about your feelings, it was about our feelings.
Okay, your job was to play keys, and if you got somebody whether it's me or Rodney, it's anybody else that's playing bass, they let that person play bass.
Amen. And accordion.
But Scotty was one of the first cats that held me down, let me use his drum machine. He let me use his video camera. It was his personal camera, camcorder.
And you playing keys, you play bass. You know, that's the way I always felt, even with I played with people today, you know. If I know the song or know the material, a person knows the material, let them play their instrument.
I mean, I made some of my first, you know, beats and recorded some of my first people in my daddy's basement, you know. I had a lot of friends that I would record after school, and, you know, I would call it Holy Basement Records because, you know, we was the church family, but, you know, me and my younger brother knew how to make the beats. I would play the piano and different melodies, and my little brother, he would make the drum pattern, and we would just, you know, play it live. And that's why a lot of some of our music, it would be off because, you know, we would be pushing it real time. And you know, big shout out to Scotty. He was able to help me succeed with doing that and making different productions.